Previously on Balls.
With Mark Bolan and T-Rex. Geez, Graham Hill will remember T-Rex, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he says. How's it going, Graham?
Yeah, everything's good, eh?
Yeah, that's good.
Just a little off day down here, yeah.
Yeah, interesting day. We're going to be chatting to you about it in just a moment. Just word for Johnny. Okay, they're your two songs, no more, okay?
Yeah, I
no
didn't get my JoJo Zep.
I played JoJo Zep in the
You got
first
me in the
song.
shape I'm in.
I don't play whichever song you want. I decided to play Hit and Run instead. So there we go. So what was supposed to be, day 2 today? Graham, called off.
Yeah, look, we've had a problem with the pool here. Burst pipe and filtration hasn't been the best. And, we had a bit of a problem and we've had to cancel today and reschedule everything and start up tomorrow again.
Wow, that's, I don't know, is it embarrassing or is it just one of those things that no one could have avoided, or is it something that could have been avoided?
Yeah, Darren, I'd like to, set the record straight. It's not a thing that happens. It did happen. I don't think it's you can't. People are shouting and pointing fingers at Swimming South Africa and that. So nothing to do with Swimming South Africa. The facility, the burst pipe. What can we do? I mean, it's out of our hands. So a little bit embarrassing that it has happened, but like I say, what do you do? I mean, we just rearrange everything. We postponed. We hope that the filtration will work. We're off and up and going again.
Yeah, listen, there could be something that happens down the road here in Joburg, and some people will still point fingers at Swimming South Africa for that as well. So there'll always be people that want to point fingers, I suppose. But yeah, one of those things that happens. So yeah, just to clear it up then, because you know how some people pick up stompies. People saying, the guys are like our world-class swimmers arrive and the pool's green, making it sound like the guys hadn't even thrown the Blue 52 in the water or something to get the water ready. So it's got nothing to do with that. When did this pipe burst?
It happened on Sunday.
Yeah.
I was actually at the pool when I saw it actually happen.
Yeah.
So, we were warming up. We arrived at the pool on Sunday. We were busy warming up and that, and that's when it happened. So when we got there, everything was fine. So it's just one of those things that's happened.
Yeah. How does it affect your swimmers now? I mean, what did you say to your guys that are there?
Yeah, look, I mean, we swam the first evening, we swam heats on day one, and we swam the finals last night, and some semi-finals. Cameron qualified there last night in the semi-final of the 100 breast.
Cool.
But it does have an effect. I mean, the freestyler is looking, we need to be able to see the black lines and the turning tees, to be able to turn at the walls. So it affected them a little bit, but, what can you do? We just got to stay positive, get on with it, and unfortunately last night, Miles Brown just missing out on the qualifying time there by 0.23 of a second in the 400 freestyle, which is nothing over 400 meters. And just maybe one or two bad turns, and it's cost him a qualifying time. But he's positive. He's going to move on, and he's got a couple more events to go through the week. So let's see.
And we've obviously, since the Olympic Games, we've been sort of keeping tabs on you and following the progress of some other up-and-coming young swimmers that we're going to be looking out for, possibly to be going to Rio in 2016. Who are the guys we've got to look out for at these champs? From the younger guys we're talking about, the new names and new faces coming through.
Yeah, I mean, we've moved on and we've started looking at youngsters already, and just some names that spring to mind. You've got a young guy like Chris Reed, 17 years old, Kelvin Justice, 17 years old. They both swam the 400 freestyle last night, swimming under the magical 4-minute mark. So that was a pretty good performance. You've got a young guy, Jared Kraus, who's swimming an unbelievable breaststroke at the moment. He was qualifying, I think, third for the final tonight in 103. So he's swimming really well. Also 16 years old. You've got a young girl, Nathania Fanikirk, that's swimming really good backstroke, 14 years old, and swimming really top-class times. So, we've got a few good names to come through, and I think it's some exciting times, and we have to just be patient and let it all happen, and in 2-3 years' time, hopefully they take their place at the Olympics.
Fantastic, exciting times ahead, Johnny.
Graham, I heard something this morning with regard to a lack of funding for, the likes of Darian Townsend in Arizona. What's the story behind that?
Yeah, look, I don't really like to get into that. It's more Swimming South Africa CEO and our performance manager part, but I can comment on it. The lack of funding in that, there was obviously we have lost our major sponsor, Telkom, that were involved, and that happened a while back before Olympics, so, it's nothing new, and we're looking for a new sponsor. But the lack of funding, I'm sure you've read about it as well. SASCOC are always going to cover the top swimmers to go to the major competitions, and that's it's once again you're hearing some side of the story, you're not hearing the other side of the story, and I think some people need to get the facts straight before they comment on it.
Yeah, actually, and you're completely right. However, what stuns me still is that swimming is a sport that just about every Olympic Games, and this last one is not any exception, we're producing massive gold medals with people like Chad and Cameron, and you can go back in time as well. And regardless of the old sponsor that pulls out, for whatever their reasons are, I would have thought that there would be sponsors, people queuing up to get involved and put their name and their brand next to some of these world beaters. It surprised me that they're still looking.
Yeah, look, like I say, I'm on the coaching side and all that. I have been involved with them and going about looking for the sponsors and that. And like you say, it amazes us too. I mean, we've got possibly two household names there, two of the biggest household names in South Africa with Cameron and Chad. And I don't know what corporate South Africa's up to, but obviously they don't want to put their hand up and get involved with swimming, and it's puzzling all of us,
It stuns me, and more so than we've spoken to the rowers, who also I mean, they're looking for a serious amount of money, but they're also in the same situation. They bring back gold, and they've got no corporate sponsors, and they're battling along as well. But swimming gets a little bit more of its sort of spot in the in the spotlight. It's placed in the spotlight than even rowing does. So you would have thought that this would be something someone would jump at. I certainly hope it does happen, because you don't want to see 2 years down the line still no sponsor and then serious pressure being put on our swimmers who need to just focus on what they're doing in the pool.
Sure. Yeah, I know. Like I say, it's puzzling for us that no corporate's prepared to put their hand up and go for it and get the mileage out of our athletes. I mean, good clean-cut sport and good-looking kids that are healthy and fit and worth putting a brand to. It ceases to amaze all of us.
Well, we hope it does happen, Graham. Always great to catch up with you. So everything back to normal, back on track again tomorrow. They reckon everything will be sorted out.
Back on track tomorrow. They tell us that the pool will be good and we'll be good to go. So let's wait and see.
All right. Well,
I'm sure it'll be good.
Awesome stuff. Well, good luck for you and all your swimmers there. And thanks a lot for chatting to us. And I think Marky Warren might be listening as well. So good luck with him later on when he gets here.
I'm waiting for him next week. I'm waiting for him next week.
Thanks, Graham.
Awesome stuff, Graham. All the best, bud.
Thanks a lot.
Ciao. Bye. There we go. That's Marky Farside from the UK.
Yes.
He's on his way here again.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think he's popping into studio Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure. He'll probably have a new gadget with him. He always brings a new gadget, Marky.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're listening, Marky, how's it? Graham's waiting for you. So back to normal with the swimming again tomorrow. Yeah, it's crazy how our gold medal winning sports at the Olympic Games. Maybe it's because it only really gets into the headlines every 4 years. Maybe that's why people are going. We don't get the kind of coverage that rugby and cricket and soccer
worth
gets.
Waiting for those 4 years?
I don't know. It's I don't know. Don't ask me. Ask the big corporates. Find out why they don't see it as a good buy. That's Graham Hill, swimming coach par excellence, on Balls Visual Radio, Mix 93.8 FM.
This is Balls Visual Radio. Darren, Simon, Kate, and John. Weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central African Time. Balls.co.za.